Okay, our next tip, thinking about prefixes. Now, prefixes can be really helpful to us. Remember, prefixes are letters added to the beginning of the word, and suffixes are letters that we add to the end of a word. Again, really useful if we're thinking about building vocabulary, and I'll explain why in a moment. But can you think of any examples of prefixes or suffixes? Okay, well, here we have on the left in the green some very common prefixes in English. We've got anti, ex, mono, multi, pro, re, over and under. Very common prefixes. Let's think about what they mean. Well, anti, any ideas? What do you think the meaning of anti is? Well, if you're anti something, you're against it. What about ex? Ex means former. Your ex-employer, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-housemate means former. What about mono? Any ideas here? Well, mono means single. Multi, this should be an easier one here. Multi, what do you think? Multi means many. Pro means for. If you're pro something, you're for it. Re, well, re is again. If you redo something, you do it again. And we've got left over and under. Well, if something is over, it's too much. Think overcooked. It's cooked too much. And under, the opposite. If it's undercooked, it's cooked too little. So knowing about prefixes is a really useful way to expand your vocabulary, because if you understand what the prefix means, it can be added to many words to convey that meaning. So here we have 8 definitions. Let's see if we can complete them with a prefix. Someone who used to live with you is your housemate. What do you think? Someone who can do many things at the same time can task. Someone who works too much is worked. Someone who disagrees with violence is war. Someone who only speaks one language is lingual. Someone who believes in the right to choose is choice. Someone who is not paid enough for what they do is paid. And if you make a mistake, you need to do the exercise. Now, thinking about those prefixes we've just talked about, what do you think? Okay, well, of course, someone who used to live with you is your ex-housemate, your former housemate. If you can do many things at the same time, you can multitask. Remember, multi means many. If you work too much, you're overworked. If you disagree with violence, you're anti-war. Remember, anti means against. If you only speak one language, which I know is nobody watching this, then you are monolingual. If you believe in the right to choose, you are pro-choice. If you're not paid enough, remember that meaning under, not enough, too little, you are underpaid. And if you make a mistake, then you need to redo the exercise. So again, understanding these common prefixes, you can add them to so many different words, and a really great way to expand vocabulary.